Let me guess. You make money. You pay bills. You try to save what's left. And somehow, there's never anything left. You tell yourself, once I make more, I'll start saving. Or, I just need one good month. Or my personal favorite, I'm actually not that bad with money. But then your bank account hits zero again. Or close enough that it might as well be zero. And when someone says, you should really try to save your first $5,000, it sounds ridiculous. Impossible. Almost insulting. Because right now, $5,000 doesn't feel like a milestone. It feels like a fantasy. And if that's you, I promise you something. You're not broken. You're not lazy. And you're not bad with money. But there's a reason the first 5,000 feels harder than the next 50,000. And once you understand why, everything changes. My name is Jay, and I spend way too much time thinking about personal finance, saving money, and why smart people still feel broke. If you re someone who tries to save, but feels like your money disappears no matter how careful you are, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're breaking down why the first $5,000 feels impossible, what's actually working against you, and why hitting that number quietly flips a switch in your financial life. Here's the thing. Most people think the reason they can't save $5,000 is simple. They think, I don't make enough, my bills are too high, or I'll do it later when things calm down. But statistically, that's not the full story. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. Not $4,000, not $5,000, $400. So if $400 feels stressful, of course $5,000 feels impossible. But here's what most people don't realize. The problem isn't just income. It's financial friction. Look, saving your first $5,000 isn't just about discipline. It's about momentum. When you're starting from zero, every single dollar has a job. Rent, food, gas, subscriptions you forgot about, and all those random emergencies that show up completely uninvited. Your money never sits still long enough to feel safe. It's like trying to fill a bucket that has a hole in the bottom. And psychologically, this is brutal. Because when money leaves as fast as it comes in, your brain learns one thing. Saving doesn't work. So you stop trying. Not consciously, subconsciously. This is where psychology really matters. Your brain doesn't care about long-term goals. It cares about right now. Behavioral economists call this present bias. We overvalue today and we undervalue the future. Saving $50 today feels like pain. Spending $50 today feels like relief. And when your savings account is small, it doesn't feel useful. If you have $300 saved, one unexpected bill can wipe it all out. So your brain just says, what's the point? This is why so many people quit early. But this is where it gets really interesting. Once you cross roughly $3,000 to $5,000, something changes. Not mathematically, psychologically. At that point, one emergency doesn't destroy you. Your checking account stops living on the edge. You stop panicking every single time a bill posts. Your money finally starts to feel stable. And stability changes behavior. People with emergency savings are significantly less likely to use credit cards for emergencies, according to CFPB data. That alone saves thousands of dollars in interest over time. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Jay, but $5,000 still feels huge. I get it. Let's break it down. $5,000 over 1 year is about $417 per month. That's about $14 per day. That still sounds hard. But here's the trick. Most people don't fail because they can't save $14 a day. They fail because they try to save perfectly instead of consistently. They wait for the perfect budget, the perfect month, the perfect income. And while they wait, nothing changes. Here's a rule I want you to steal. Save first. Adjust later. Most people do the exact opposite. They pay their bills. They spend. Then they try to save whatever's left, which is usually nothing. Instead, treat savings like a bill. If you get paid twice a month, start with $50 per paycheck, then 75, then 100. The number matters less than the habit. Because once saving becomes automatic, your lifestyle adjusts around it, not the other way around. Here's something wild. Once people build even a small emergency fund, they actually spend less money. Why? Because financial stress drives impulsive spending. When you're anxious about money, you spend to feel better. Food, convenience, small purchases that add up. But when you have a buffer, your nervous system calms down. You stop reacting. You start choosing. That's the shift. Let me be blunt. Money doesn't just buy things. It buys confidence. Not flashy confidence. Quiet confidence. The confidence to say no to bad jobs. The confidence to handle emergencies without panic. The confidence to think long-term instead of just paycheck to paycheck. That confidence starts right around the $5,000 mark. Not because $5,000 makes you rich, but because it gives you breathing room. Here's the part nobody tells you. The first $5,000 teaches you how to save, how to control spending, and how to delay gratification. Those skills compound. So the second $5,000 doesn't feel impossible. It feels inevitable. And once saving becomes normal, investing becomes possible. So let's make this practical. Step 1. Open a separate savings account. Out of sight matters. Friction works both ways. Step 2. Automate a small amount. Even $25 per paycheck counts. Step 3. Cut one invisible expense. Subscriptions, fees, convenience spending. Step 4. Increase your savings with any income bumps. Raises, side income, tax refunds. And step 5. Protect the money. An emergency fund means it's for emergencies only. Look, I know $5,000 feels far away, but so did your current situation at one point. The difference between people who stay stuck and people who move forward isn't intelligence. It's starting before they feel ready. Here's the reality. The first $5,000 doesn't change your life because of the money. It changes your life because it proves something to you. That you're capable, that you're in control, that your future isn't random. And once you cross that line, you never see money the same way again. So start small. Start messy. But start today. If this video helped you understand money a little better, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below how close you are to your first 5,000. Because the hardest part isn't saving the money. It's believing you can. Thanks for watching.